It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
That's right, it's here, the official start of the new NBA season. I'm Ernie Johnson, excited to be here once again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith for another go-around. Our game tonight featuring the Cleveland Cavaliers as they go up against the Memphis Grizzlies at their home, FedEx Forum. And guys, for the Grizzlies, they haven't forgotten the fact that this team swept them last year in the regular season. This is a game they had circled going in. And of course, Freak playing here tonight. You've probably heard his story by now, lost a friend of a long time in the offseason. Very tough to deal with, obviously. How hard is it going to be for him to get his focus back, Sean?
It's going to be tough, Ernie. He lost someone that he knew for a long time, and it's going to weigh on him. This will be one of his most trying seasons of his career.
Man, I feel for Freak, man. It's not going to be easy. But it's an opportunity to grow. You know, a lot of guys, Ernie, you put in this position, you just kind of let the court be your refuge, man. Like, this guy is a strong kid. Strong kid.
So well said. That does it for us. Kevin Harlan standing by.
Memphis Grizzlies. At small forward, at 6'9" number 32, Jeff Green. For 6'4" out of Oklahoma State, number 9,
basketball of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my colleagues Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Here in Memphis, we have an interconference matchup with the Grizzlies looking to create some cheers for this crowd. This game against Cleveland is the first time they've met this season. They took the loss in this East group. Ends up going with the new group. Cleveland also making some changes. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Mozgov. Tristan Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Amon Shumpert in for Smith. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, the forwards are LeBron and Thompson. Amon Shumpert is out there with Irving. And it's Varejau in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. The Cavaliers have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great, about 77% as a team.
And a lot of times, guys, in some of their performances last year, their free throw numbers helped them win games.
Second free throw, good.
An excellent game we've seen from LeBron. He's already up to 8 points, and he's been delivering a healthy dose of helpers, too.
He really has, Clark. Always with his head up, looking to make the pass, trying to find the open man.
We need to calm down. We're taking too many shots early in the clock. Let's get some ball movement and run something on the offensive end. Keep it simple. Let's throw it down inside or run some pick and roll up top.
Here's more. Well, a bit of a tragic note for Freak. He'll be playing this season after the loss of a longtime friend over the summer break.
Yeah, that's hard to hear, and certainly going to be difficult for him to work through that. Going to be on his mind all year. Never easy to go on about business as usual when you have that kind of heartache and loss.
It's almost as if both teams are in a zone.
Well, offensively at least, partner. I mean, neither team's done jack diddly on D.
The screen from Thompson. Here's Shumpert. And Thompson throws it down.
And, guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, his reputation. Clark grinding away 100% effort all the time.
And Kevin, all that effort pays off. How many of those spectacular putback jams do we see from this guy? A bunch.
Just 3 to shoot. Shoots it. Udrih can't hit. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they won their last contest, that game against the Detroit Pistons.
And you know what? Exactly what had to be done in terms of winning on the road. Never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Kept the crowd out of the game. And for every punch they took, they had a counter.
I was very impressed, Greg, with the way they stood their ground, even when they were on their heels some, coming through those moments where they were backing up a bit. That's what it takes on the road. You got to show that kind of fortitude and resilience. He's not your typical NBA center in terms of height, guys, but he plays as big as any of them, thanks to his incredible bounceability.
Irving can't hit.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
The baseline jam falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Stokes. Cavaliers with the rebound.
That's the ball.
Shumpert dishes to Thompson. Back to Shumpert. Udrih grabs the board.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Pass to Moore. Johnson outside. Pass to Udrih. Johnson kicks to Moore. He feeds it to Udrih. Right, sets a screen. Fires from the wing. And Udrih gets it to go.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
Nobody near Irving. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got 5 assists in the game.
To look at some stats for Kyrie Irving. Great showing for him last season. He averaged 22 points per game last season, 6 assists and 2 rebounds. And he's very steady with that second unit, running the offense and getting them into their sets.
Right. I mean, your backup point guard simply has to hold the fort, maintain the status quo, share the basketball, and minimize mistakes.
McCollum's checked in for Memphis. And Cleveland also making a change. Dallenberg's checked in.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
Now here's McCollum. Guarded by Shumpert. McCollum passes to Moore. To the paint. Here's Wright. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Second team foul.
First trip to the line for him here.
This is not an area where they expect him to contribute. He's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
And, you know, that's not the kind of percentage any player wants to see next to his name at the end of the season.
Second free throw, no good.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Grant.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Free throw good. Amon Shumpert.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here early, as well as foul trouble starting to be an issue.
Yeah, that's a big reason they're trailing. You can't allow a parade to the free throw line and expect to be on top in the game.
And both free throws good from Amon Shumpert. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Moore outside. To the middle. McCollum dishes to Stokes. Moore outside. Here's Johnson. And again, Memphis no good.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
The pass to Dallenberg. And a wide open look for James. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. James has got 11 points.
His switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
And Moore kicks to McCollum. Moore outside. It could go. He knocks it down right at the buzzer.
That's a shot he'll never forget. As dramatic as they come.
He's got a special knack for the big moments. The bigger the moment, the better he is.
We sat down with Freak to discuss how he's handling the loss of his close friend.
You know, Vic was my brother. Blood couldn't have made us any closer. And everything feels like it just happened yesterday. So I'm just trying to take things one day at a time, you know. I'm very grateful for my family, my teammates and coaches for supporting me during this difficult season. I miss Vic. But I'll press on. Yeah.
Our thoughts and prayers go out to Freak Clark and his family.
Without question. I mean, it's a really difficult road to navigate the loss of a loved one.
Different look now for Cleveland. Henry Sims has checked in for Dallenberg. Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. And James subbed in for Smith. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, pulling out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron. Henry Sims out there with Tristan Thompson. And it's Irving in at the point. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Moore penetrating. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Well, when you think of the great playmakers in league history, John Stockton per game averaged double-digit dimes. Look at this for his career. 15,806 career assists. A record you knew right off would stand for a very long time.
And guys, you know, you look up point guard in the dictionary, and there's a nice little picture of John Stockton there. I mean, he is an unreal distributor. Control the game like no one ever has before or since. It's no coincidence that Utah never missed the playoffs in any of the 19 seasons that John Stockton was at the helm.
That one is off.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
What's the call? Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Smith has checked in. And he's good on the second. Cleveland leading by 8. Outside jumper. He dishes it to Thompson. And there's another one for the Cavaliers.
Assisted by Shumpert. Grizzlies timeout.
We need to calm down. We're taking too many shots early in the clock. Let's get some ball movement and run something on the offensive end. Keep it simple. Let's throw it down inside or run some pick and roll up top.
With a break in the action, let's show you the teams with the most second chance points last year. In third, the Grizzlies.
That's an effort stat for me. I mean, it shows you how hard this team works. Continue to pound the backboard.
The Grizzlies trail by 10. Moore inside, guarded by Shumpert. Moore passes to Allen. That's good.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting to that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Smith with it, and Allen picks him up defensively. Outside jumper. Shot clock at 6. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Smith for 3. Can't get it to go. And Memphis the other way now. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Cleveland leading by 8. The drive by James. Here's Sims. It's rebounded by Memphis. Stokes has got 3 rebounds now in this one. They set the pick. Moore dishes to right. Shumpert against Moore. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Cleveland's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. And Shumpert kicks to Sims. Doubled by Moore. Here's Shumpert. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Shumpert's got 6 points in the quarter.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
And it's Moore penetrating.
Move the ball. Sticking too much.
The dish to Allen. And Wright kicks to Moore. Shumpert with the steal. And Smith with a clear path to the hoop. Finished off the break. And now a 12-point Cleveland lead.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Moore passes to Stokes. And the shot no good, a bit short. Cleveland's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Looking now at the numbers for Wright. Some last season stats for him. 2nd in field goal percentage. And he's a shot blocker as well. Top 20 in that category last season. Great timing and challenges at the rim.
And you pointed out his ranking as the 2nd best shooter in the league last season. I think with a little extra work, he could actually become number 1.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, LeBron. And Cleveland making a change here. Mozgov's checked in. Good on both. The Grizzlies trail by 14. Moore outside. On the wing, Johnson. Stokes dishes to Moore. There's a screen. 5 to shoot. Back to Allen from the wing. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
You know, they're not totally dominating the glass, but they're definitely doing enough to keep this lead right where it is.
Yeah, but they've separated themselves, Clark, in a number of categories. Rebounds just being one of them. And scoring at will, starting to pull away here.
Certainly this one's threatening to get out of hand, and soon, partner.
Move the ball and stick it too much.
Moore against Shumpert. And Moore kicks to Stokes. And here is Moore. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Again, Allen missing. Cleveland with the ball. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run goal. Johnson with the block. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Moore passes to Wright. Moore outside. Inside, stolen by Thompson. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Smith with it, and Allen picks him up defensively. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul.
The Cavaliers have made 10 of their 14 tries at the free throw line in the game.
Tristan Thompson taking 2 shots.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. The Grizzlies trail by 17. Moore outside. Right wing. Wright dishes to Johnson. And it's Moore penetrating. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
Hit. One shot.
Not phased at all by having a bigger defender on him down low. And I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation. But, well, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1. And the free throw, no good. And so we wrap up the first half. Cavaliers on top, up by 15. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, through the first 2 quarters at least, turnovers have been a big issue. What are they doing that is causing you so much trouble offensively?
I mean, they're not doing anything to me. But I guess the rest of the team can't handle the pressure. Next half, I think I'm going to have to take a larger role in running the offense.
All right, eyes front. That's not what we were looking for in the first half, to say the least. Let's learn from what happened and make the second half a different story.
First of all, let's buckle down on D. Fight through those screens and get a hand in their face when they're shooting. They've had a lot of open looks in that half.
And we should have nice fresh legs in the second half because the contribution we got from the bench was a big one. You guys carried a lot of the load.
And let's not lean too much on the fast break in the second half. Get things set up when we can. The points will come fast enough. Don't worry.
We're a better team than we've shown tonight, and we know that. Just start this half with a clean slate, and we'll see what happens.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters.
It's been a great game for Irving tonight. 15 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
We see the Cavaliers get the win here. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
Ugly.
And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. And standing by for the postgame show, let's head over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin, and now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
What an unbelievable night he had passing the basketball. He was in total harmony with the other 4 guys on the floor and created countless easy chances with his assist work. That was a great performance. When he passes like that, there's no way they can lose.
There was nothing they could do to slow him down, Ernie. Man, you go into a building on the road and completely control the action like he did. Only a few players could do that, Ernie. I'm impressed.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.
It had to be tough losing a game like tonight's. How did it feel to not pull this one out?
It hurts. You never want to lose any game, but one like that when you feel like you could have had it, that's even worse, man. Please, next question.
Are you getting the ball as much as you'd like out there?
Honest answer? No, I'm not. I feel like we're a better team when I have the ball in my hands because of the way I create. Simple as that. Give me the ball, and the wins will follow.
You went through a lot last year as you got acclimated to being in the NBA. And then you went through a tough time in the offseason with the death of your childhood friend, Victor. Can you explain your mindset to us as you try to move forward this season?
Look, last year went by in a flash, so I ain't even thinking about it no more. It's about what I can do now with this team right here. Vic's gone, and sometimes I still can't believe it. But he's in a better place. And that has nothing to do with my play this season. None. So from now on, let's not bring up my past, and let's keep these things in basketball only, all right? I'm ready to take the next step this season, and that's all you need to know. Thank you.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm here with Shaq and the Jet. In this game, we'll see the Chicago Bulls against the Memphis Grizzlies. Well, for the Grizzlies, this is their first time facing off this season. Last year, they split the season series at a game apiece. Well, Coach Dave Yeager on the bench for the Grizzlies, as always. He's a coach who completely embodies the roster and franchise that he works for. Kenny, what can you say about Yeager's approach and how he handles his team?
He's not a guy that's going to be flapping his arms around. He's very quiet, hardworking, probably overlooked on how good a coach he is because his demeanor is so calm. But he's got a very practical approach, everything he does. He's not flashy, but he's very effective, guys.
He embraces analytics, and he wants things to be backed up with facts when he's making his decisions.
Do you embrace analytics as well, Dr. O'Neal?
No, I do not.
Why not?
No such thing.
What do you mean?
No such thing.
Sure there is.
It's not.
There's advanced stats, analytics.
What did you look at? What did you look at?
Smets.
What did you look at?
I looked at you in your eye.
And said if you could play, you could play.
I looked at you in your eye and determined if you were going to be barbecue chicken, fried chicken, or souffled salmon.
When you look at me in my eye, what do you see?
Lasagna.
You guys are making me hungry again.
Let's go to Kevin
You
Harlan.
look Italian today, Ernie.
And just before the game, the championship was distributed to the players by NBA Commissioner Adam Silver. And a proud moment indeed for this team and their fans. Tayshaun Prince. Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke on our sideline. Well, it was the Chicago Bulls in their last game, a loss to the Celtics. They battled and battled, but could not pull it off at the end. Guys losing by just a single point.
The inability to make threes in that game because they took a lot of them, I think, is why they ended up on the short end of the stick.
Yeah, they did take a bunch of them. Sometimes you can make up for poor three-point shooting with a strong inside game, but their inside game just wasn't strong enough.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Allen and Green are the wings. Randolph is the 4 with Gasol in the middle. And it's Conley in at the point guard. Now here's Conley out left of the wing. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And this is his first trip. Going with an almost entirely new group. Taj Gibson's checked in for Noah. Iritic comes in for Pau Gasol. Mike Dunleavy, who's checked in for Tayshaun Prince. And it's Brooks in for Rose. Stokes inside, defended by Gibson.
You know, a team's rebounding is one of the great measures of its energy, and theirs has been terrific in the first quarter.
Yeah, they brought it in terms of having another level of intensity right from the tip.
Lots of room. They get the rebound. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That's good from Gibson. He's off on the second. Memphis is gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. And Udrih kicks to Moore. Johnson dishes to Moore. Johnson, the pass to Moore. Wright with a screen on Buck. And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Grizzlies had made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
You know, something you can point to when you're talking about their areas of success last season, free throw shooting.
Free throw good, Udrich. .130 left to play here in the first. And Moore gets to Stokes. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Bulls trail by 4. Now Brooks. 9 points last game. Dunleavy. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Dunleavy's got his first points of the game.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Now here's Moore. Johnson outside. Clock at 6. Back to Moore. Mirotic against Wright. That's good. Wright's got his second basket of the night.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
Brooks against Moore. Brooks dishes to Mirotic. Brooks outside. Outside Butler. Tries from 10. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Butler's got 10 points.
That's a nice job of getting the ball in the paint and burying the shot. That's exactly how it's done.
Moore right side. Kicks it to Udrich. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Grizzlies lead by 2. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And Pau Gasol, after some great years and some difficult years, talks about now his newfound excitement playing with the Chicago Bulls. I think you'd have to say that Gasol's decision to go to Chicago, Clark, was great. He clearly gave it a lot of thought. It's hard to imagine him having made a better pick.
You know, I agree. Not only is he happy, but so are his teammates. Ask Rose and Noah and Butler. Those guys love playing with him, and you can see how the change of scenery rejuvenated the big Spaniard, too.
And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you, Weston?
Right from the start, they have been able to really own that paint and just dominate the backboard.
Well, Greg, you can't dominate the boards unless all 5 guys are making the effort to box out and chase down the ball.
Memphis leading. The big man are Gibson and Noah. Dunleavy is out there with Brooks, and it's Mirotic in at the 3 slot. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. Johnson attacking. Here's Gasol. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
And just a nice combination of size and feel there. Terrific finish down low.
Chicago making a switch here. Rose is checked in. The Grizzlies have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. Bulls trail by 5. From 13, a rebound by Gasol. Gasol's got his 4th rebound in this one. Wright with a screen on Brooks. Here's Udrich. Brooks covering, and that one's good. Right.
They've really flipped things around offensively.
Yeah, and anytime you can make more than half of your shots, you'll take that.
Here's Gibson. Can't hit. Gasol with the defensive effort.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
Moore against Rose. Moore passes to Johnson. And Udrich kicks to right. Pocket 6. Here's Udrich. Brooks covering. Udrich can't hit. And Chicago shooting just 39% from the field. Struggling to find that net. Rose, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Moore dishes to Udrich. Gasol screen. Johnson wide open. He fires. It's good. This time the assist from Udrich.
And really the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kevin. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
And so he has a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. Bulls shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
Free throw, good. Rose. Pau Gasol, he's checked in for Chicago. Prince comes in for Mirotic. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Zach Randolph is checked in for Wright. Green comes in for Wesley Johnson. C.J. McCollum. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Taj Gibson's checked in for Noah. Mirotic comes in for Pau Gasol. Mike Dunleavy, he's checked in for Tayshaun Prince. And it's Butler in for Rose.
Sticking too much.
Wright sets a screen. From 11 feet away. Second shot opportunity. Stokes can't get it to go.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And Moore kicks to Wright. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Wright's got 4 points in the quarter. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Memphis.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Yeah, another thing they've done well, guys, a lot of steals in the first half. Really getting after it defensively.
On the wing, Johnson, defended by Dunleavy, and stolen by Mirotic. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Look at that chance.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
And that replay is sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one.
Shot.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
The Grizzlies have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6. The free throw drops for Stokes.
You know, they've changed their game here in the second, getting a little bit more physical, playing with some toughness now.
And I'm looking for them to increase that lead if they can keep getting to the free throw line.
The shot and game clock separated by 4, and the shot is good. The Grizzly lead has been cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Brooks. Moore outside. There's the dish to Udrich. Takes a 3. That misses. Would have kind of had it gone in. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. It's the Grizzlies ending the second quarter with a 13-5 run. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
All right, guys, focus on me. We got them where we want them, and we can quiet these fans down even more if we pay attention to a couple of key things.
Everybody was really mentally prepared tonight. That shows in the scoring we got off the bench. We didn't miss a beat no matter what lineup we had in there. We're going to keep a deep rotation in the second half, so everybody stay ready. I will give you credit for your offensive rebounding. You really fought hard to keep possessions alive, and it's paid off.
All right, we're in good shape, but this is a strong team we're up against. We're going to have to weather some storms in the second half. Come on, fellas, we got this.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. We are seeing a tremendous game from Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, the effort and intensity from a defensive standpoint has just really been superb, really firing up his team.
Guys, I love his activity, patrolling the court, blocking shot after shot out there. He's really made a statement at the defensive end.
Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Taj Gibson's checked in for Gasol. Iritic comes in for Tayshaun Prince. Mike Dunleavy, he's checked in for Butler. And it's Brooks in for Rose. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Jarnell Stokes, he's checked in for Randolph. Johnson comes in for Green. Leno Udrich, he's checked in for Tony Allen. And Moore subbed in for Mike Conley. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Moore, he's in at point guard. He's out there with Udrich. Marc Gasol is out there with Johnson. And it's Stokes in at the 4 slot. Dunleavy the pass to Brooks. Noah the screen. Near the three-point line, it's Dunleavy. Near